Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. It may feel like the Telcoin Bank is never going to launch, right? Seems like it continues to drag out. However, I think that is going to be changing here very soon. They've been working on compliance and regulation for many years, right? They're focusing on the groundwork and making sure they have everything in place. And so we're going to be going over all of those details. I also have an event coming up in less than 10 days. Where Telcoin is going to be speaking with billion-dollar companies. And so this is very interesting as well. If you enjoy this content, do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe for future videos, and let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let's take a look at the Telcoin chart here. I like showing this here just to give some perspective on Telcoin. And so this is currently trading at about a half a cent right now. We can see this has been consolidating here since last year. We have been right in this range. However, let's take a look at this spike back here in May of 2021, right? A massive move for Telcoin. This is the LB649 bill, which allowed the discussion for a digital asset depository in Nebraska. Now, they have received full approval to launch. They're making sure they have everything in place. They have MNOs, mobile network operators, that are going to be going live by the end of the year. And so we have some massive catalysts coming up. However, the price is still down here, right? I could see this easily push back up to the all-time high right around 6 cents. That would be a 12x from where we are today. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the altcoin index here. This just gives you perspective on where we're at in the market cycle. We can see we have altcoin year, we have Bitcoin year. And so right now this is only at 35. Once we reach the 75 level and above, that is when I would be looking at the top for altcoins. We can see this is when we had Telcoin reach 6 cents previously, right? When we were up here in May of 2021. And so that correlates with the chart right here with the LB649 bill. And so I definitely think we have a very bullish Q4 coming for many different altcoins. If you're interested in buying Telcoin, you can check out the link underneath the video to the Telcoin wallet. This is the best way to buy Telcoin. You can go ahead and stake Telcoin there as well on the wallet, which will allow you to earn more Telcoin. And so I definitely recommend checking that out. Let's go ahead and take a look at this here. As I mentioned, Telcoin has been granted approval to open Nebraska's first digital asset bank. This will be the first digital asset bank in the United States. And so this will be absolutely massive once this does go live. And so this is big news here for Telcoin. In addition to that, we have Congressman Flood that has announced the Flyover FinTech panel on stablecoins. And this is going to be happening on September 23rd, and so about 10 days away. We can see who they're going to be speaking with Circle, PayPal, and then we have Telcoin. And so just for perspective, I'd like to compare the market caps of Circle, PayPal, and Telcoin. And so Circle here has their own stablecoin. This just went live on the stock market about 3 months ago. This is a $31 billion market cap. PayPal at a $64 billion market cap. Right? They have their own stablecoin as well. And then we have Telcoin here that has been continuing to build. They have MNOs in place. They have stablecoins that are ready to launch. And this is currently just under a $500 million market cap. Now, I'm not saying this will go to $60 billion. However, I would not be surprised to see Telcoin above a $10 billion market cap. That's a 20x from where we are today. And so I definitely think this is easily achievable for Telcoin. They would put the price of Telcoin at 10 cents. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at this. We have some large accounts on X starting to talk about Telcoin, which is BSCN here. They have about 1.3 million followers. And so they just posted this article right here mentioning that Telcoin has 10x potential. As I mentioned, there's a lot of catalysts coming up for Telcoin. The bank is supposed to be launching by the end of the year. We have mobile network operators coming online, which could introduce millions of users to Telcoin. And then there's other benefits to that as well. If we take a look at this post here from Liberty Lad, talking about Telcoin's bullish news. There's 50 telecom validators. US Bank is launching. The Mexican stablecoin is going live. And so they have a lot of catalysts coming up. However, the price seems to be very stagnant right now. I don't think that is going to last for long. There's global reach to millions of users. And so these operators span in many countries, so Telcoin's services gain access to a huge built-in customer base via trusted local providers. Just by integrating into mobile network operators, this allows them to have a massive market for their app, right? And the use of Telcoin. There's decentralization and security. Now, this is the one that I think is going to drive the price of Telcoin up significantly. And this is the telecom staking. And so, this creates a positive feedback loop for Telcoin. This introduces institutional demand with 50 plus operators for block rewards. Each one is incentivized to accumulate and stake as much TEL as possible. So the more Telcoin they are staking, the validators will earn TEL gas fees and newly issued TEL every time they secure a block. And so the more they are holding and staking, the more that they can earn. And so this could definitely have an impact on the price. This will reduce the supply as well. The more tokens that are being staked reduces the supply, which could therefore drive up the price as demand continues to increase. And so this is definitely something to be paying attention to. Let's go ahead and take a look at another proposal here. We have Telcoin Network Reward Hub. That is a proposal for Telcoin. And so this was introduced about 16 days ago. And this is to start offering users clear, actionable ways to earn Telcoin. And so if we go ahead and take a look at that here, we can see this will introduce swapping tokens, staking TEL, referring users, holding TEL for a certain period of time, and then sending Telcoin to others. And so we see similar things like this on exchanges as well. Here's an example of that. And so you can see here, if you're staking 1,000 Telcoin, you can get a weekly reward there. If you're a 7-day trader referring 3 users, you can get an additional bonus. And so I think this is something that people like to see, right? Coinbase used to do this 4 or 5 years ago. You'd go ahead and learn about a cryptocurrency, and then you'd earn $3 to $5 of that cryptocurrency. It was free of charge. However, it made users become more interested in different cryptocurrencies. And so having these type of rewards, I think, would be very beneficial for Telcoin. And then in addition to all of this, we have a huge event coming up in less than 10 days. We have the Flyover FinTech event with the panel on stablecoins. And they are speaking alongside the largest stablecoin issuers out there. We are talking Circle and PayPal, and then we have Telcoin. And so let me know underneath the video what your thoughts are on this. Do you think we could see Telcoin reach a new all-time high by the end of the year? Do you think we'll be at 3 cents? Or do you think that Telcoin could be pushing above 10 cents by the end of the year? Thanks so much for watching. Hope to see you in the next video.